Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Baroness Polapa, I'll say Polapa, and community activist, only one from our community to represent in House of Lords. So thank you for coming. Dr. Mandi, distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start my speech, I'd like to appreciate Harun Bhai, Sajida Begum and Buddu Bhai to organize this wonderful event, and I must sincerely appreciate everyone around the table for coming. This is the most powerful body in England, I should say. We have the High Commissioner, we have the press, we have the House of Lords here, and all the distinguished members of our community. So thank you very much for coming once again. Eid Reunion, Eid Mubarak. Eid Reunion is the time to reunite. On reflection, to express gratitude, remind us the importance of our communities and bonding that unite us together. We are together, let us cherish the connection and extend our hand of friendship and celebration. May this friendship bring joy and prosperity. On behalf of UKBCCI, I extend my warmest belated Eid greetings to each of you and your family. Looking ahead, building upon the momentum of our last trade mission to Bangladesh, we are committed to transacting our decision with positioned outcome. We had meetings with all advisors, including BIDA Chairman, Mr. Ashik Chowdhury, and other government officials, definitely with the help of our High Commissioner in London and Manchester, of course. The UKBCCI aimed to facilitate further dialogues to the support emerging entrepreneur and foster an environment where businesses from both nations can thrive and focus. We remain in sectors to promise mutual growth and innovation. Our area to choice of our future generation is the repatriation of knowledge. What I always say is remitting money, now I say remitting knowledge, repatriating knowledge which has been drained out many years ago. So it's our new generation or hybrid non-resident Bangladeshis knowledge. And of course, the skill of our children now have become more professional. It can be literacy, information technology. You can set up a small, medium companies in Bangladesh and can provide service such as law firm, accountancy, healthcare, advisory, consultancy, and of course, industries such as manufacturing, exporting all kinds of consumer products to all over the world. We learn from our meeting with BIDA, the chairman, and the other professionals. Mr. Ashik Chowdhury and his team during the mission, that obtaining permission to set up a company in Bangladesh is one-stop service. You can do it online, provided by BIDA. All you have to go is online and make an application. If you need help, UKBCCI is there to help you, because you can imagine UKBCCI, we sponsor ourselves, we contribute ourselves, because we think we have a knowledge to share, experience to share, and this is what we brought from the trade mission back here, and this is what we are sharing. There are guidance to follow, and this is not difficult. You will have the guidance and you can repatriate the benefit you invest in Bangladesh, which is, we have an accountant there, professional from England, they can help you. We know that Bangladesh is an emerging country and we should not miss the opportunity at present. UKBCCI is there to help you whichever way you want. I want to express my appreciation to our board of directors and partners, especially the media partners, some of them are present here, which have been supporting us, and everyone who contributed a success of our trade mission. Our support and our collaboration have been invaluable. To our UKBCCI member and staff, your dedication and your hard work continues to drive this mission forward. UKBCCI committed to serving the community, UK and Bangladesh. I'll say a few words about NRB Bank, if you allow me.
Yes.
Also, this is part of my achievement and part of NRB's achievement, which I will say. This one thing I would like to differ. The captured word is mentioned by our honorable speaker. It's not a capture. I have appointed by the central bank as a director. And there are 6 directors from different sectors. One of the lady, she's from the Grameen Bank board. Another 2 is and former bankers MD. Another one is central bank appointed, highly qualified. The other professor. So another an accountant, he is an FCA. So and myself. So we are 7 of us, and they appointed me as a chairman. So I have actually appointed as one of the directors, and they appointed me on the board to become a chairman as I represent the shareholder. So NRB Bank, there was a board reshuffle at the bank recently, and 6 highly professional, as I mentioned, independent directors have been appointed on the board by central bank. So our task to bring prestige to our bank. That's the main issue. We aim to position the bank head of all other 4th-generation bank, which is given 10, 12 years ago. Everyone else is vision to make it high. Community, sustainability, and continue meaningfully to the economic development of Bangladesh. NRB Bank PLC is the bank for the NRBs around the world. The first board meeting, one of my agenda was how we can create some product for NRBs. And first one was every branch should have a candidate who can fluently speak English to NRBs, and that candidate will have a picture with our mobile number, he or she mobile number on. So as NRB walked into the branch, you can see, this is the lady I'm looking for. Okay, right, where she is. She will have a badge, she will come forward, and she will do everything. So basically, I want to create a digital bank. This is the secret of my vision, I tell you. Digital bank means you don't need to go to the branch. She will be training you how to download the app, and you can pay your bill, you can transfer your money, you can put your wages and all these. So this lady will do the same thing to the NRBs, because NRB needs a digital bank, because he cannot go to the branch. He is in East London, or he is in Toronto, or he is in Brooklyn, New York, or he is in Dara in Dubai. So he can deal from there, and that lady is his premier service provider. He can call on WhatsApp from anywhere, or a different sort of communication, and get information. And it's all digital. So you don't need to. What she will help people, elder people. Let's say during this traffic, you don't need to come. You just call me. I am your manager. So it can be done physically, or in future, I'm thinking of intellectual, and artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
So the AI. So that's something which hopefully, if we get this, use this one. So NRB Bank PLC is bank NRB for NRBs around the world, and we urge you to open an account, you to use the services as good as Barclays Bank or National Westminster Bank, because you don't need to go to the bank. You just open an account. You can put your sterling, you can put your taka, and you can just play. Except the taka you cannot bring back, but pound you can put it in. You can spend it anywhere in the world, because the taka is not open to the. It's not yet level. So I urge you to utilize the service which is offered, and this is your bank, and you should take proud of it. We are dedicated to the service of NRB worldwide, as I said. So we celebrate this Eid. Let's say we celebrate this Eid, that we can reflect our recent endeavor. Let us refrain from our commitment and to strengthen the partnership between our community, UK and Bangladesh. Together, we can achieve remarkable milestones and prove the way for a prosperous future for both countries. Thank you for listening. Almighty Allah bless us all and sincerely appreciate.
Thank you very much to everyone asking me to be here. I want to just make a few points. I'm really, really, really proud that I think it's not proud like that is pride, sense of pride, because I think you belong to where you have now got back to. I think that's an acknowledgement, and I think that is the right thing to do. I think NRB Bank, given the current circumstances of where Bangladesh is at the moment and the financial crisis, we were part of, as parliamentarians, the briefing that Bank of Governor gave, and I think he does need strengthening, and I think he needs strengthening from everything that we can provide in terms of support and strengthening his strategy. Bangladesh cannot any longer do anything alone, because by the fact that Dr. Yunus is there, and I've known him for 35 years, just as I've known all the leaders. That's how old I am. And I think it's a good thing that he is where he is. Bangladesh is not where it needs to be, and I think that Ashik is a very exciting prospect. Lutfi is very exciting prospect, and incredible energy and experience and expertise. But then nobody is going to be able to do it alone. And Bangladesh hasn't done anything without the Bangladeshis, British Bangladeshis. Exactly. And I think that and the fact that Bangladesh remains in our heart every single moment, whenever we get the opportunity, means something that incredible value. We can serve in a greater, more, a powerful manner the growth, next set of growth of Bangladesh. We've been given promises that is going to be the next Singapore. It could have been by now. I think everyone's right. Iqbal Bhai, you've spent a huge amount of time internationally. I think Bangladesh needs you, and I think that even if nobody calls you, you should claim Bangladesh, and especially now the banking sector, and we will be with you, because whether you know or not, or maybe you do absolutely, that you have been a very instrumental part of the business community. You've led it for so long, so I think it's really important. My family comes from businesses. My dada, my nana, they all did different kinds of businesses. So, it's in my in my vein, and I've just ventured out with my daughter on a very small business. I'm not going to talk about it. That would be like selling, so I'm not going to do that. But I just want to say, all of you as individuals. And this lady here, I want to say, such pillar of my strength is incredible. And the other person who's missing here is Rohima, of course. She's not well. And please make sure that you make duas for her. Otherwise, she would have been here. She was trying to be here. There are so much talent within our institutions, like Pashama has said, that when you see them, your heart fills with, acceptance and really in a very powerful way, that they're in mainstream institutions, but they're not trailing behind the political drive that we need to ensure that we influence not only this country's politics but also Bangladesh, because without the political reform, without the structural reforms, it's not going to move in the way that it should. And I think, anyway, I have great hope for Abida. I think Abida is an incredibly professional High Commissioner, and I'm looking forward to supporting her, and I know that all of you will support her without demanding extraordinary things.
To everyone, and it's been a delightful period for me to actually be let's say, a friend of UKBCCI, and I always observe and do whatever I can to support in terms of technology and what we can do. We just mentioned about everything is going to go online, and it's going to be more and more technology coming and taking its position with AI and so on. So very happy to help and be part of this fantastic organization which is helping Bangladeshi both here and both at home. And I always hear that a lot of Bangladeshi, especially software and high-tech people want to kind of connect back to UK. And we are very glad, and I would be very happy to actually help and support that. With having a good 25 years of experience in high-tech companies in England and the universities and so on. So it's a great opportunity and very happy to be here. Thank you.
If we can attract our young generation to invest in Bangladesh, this is the right time. And the UKBCCI can guide them, lead them for the investment. And for those investment, you guys got a dynamic leaders, Iqbal Bhai, Bozlu Bhai, and others. And I'm sure you can attract especially our young children. Fortunately or unfortunately, I was working with the financial institutes during the Brexit time, and I have seen most of the financial institutes like investment bank, normal banks, financial consultancy, accountancy, big fours, they all mainly lead by our British Bangladeshi kids. You believe me or not?
Yes.
And if you can get them together, ask them to deliver something for their motherland, I'm sure they will do it. And I'm sure you got the right direction, you got the right leadership who can lead it. And finally, I'd like to I'm so delighted to see Iqbal Bhai being, you said re-elected. I'll say, no, not re-elected. I'll say recaptured it. I'll say this. And I'm very glad to see, Iqbal Bhai, that you come back to your institute to look after your baby again. And thank you very much all for listening to me. May God bless you. And especially, I'm so delighted to see Amar Afa, Baroness Uddin. We are very closely connected as a family-wise. Afa, thank you. Iqbal Bhai, thank you. Thank you.
ঈদের উসিলায় ইউকেবিসিসিআই ইকবাল ভাই অ্যারেঞ্জ করায় খুব খুশি হয়েছি আর তাই এনআরবি ব্যাংকের চেয়ারম্যান আবার হয় আমরা আরও খুশি আর আমরা আশা করি বাংলাদেশে আমরা এরকম সপ্তাহ হক পাইব আমরা থ্যাংক ইউ
as NRB Bank chairman, and yeah, it'll be nice and interesting to see what happens in the future. And I'm sure, with his dynamic way of dealing with businesses, inshallah, I hope that we will flourish again, inshallah. So, my request is to all of you guys to make dua for our chairman of NRB Bank to succeed, inshallah, and to flourish.
Very good.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Iqbal Bhai told me that people say Sylhet is the second London, but I don't agree with this. Then I asked Iqbal Bhai what he want to say. So I say Tower Hamlet is the second Bangladesh. Very good. That Iqbal Bhai is in place now. If Ashik Chowdhury can do miracle, Iqbal Bhai can do better than this. It's my way.
I'm delighted to be present in this UKBCCI's meeting today. Although I was not a member, we and my young barrister son, Jamshid Nawadesh Chowdhury, we have decided to become a member.
যে এনআরবির চেয়ারম্যান হয়েছে এইবার উনি কষ্ট করে, আমি মনে আছে আপনি স্পিকে বলেছিলেন যে আপনি কিভাবে কষ্ট করে এটা বাংলাদেশে করা হয়েছে, আবার আসছেন দেখে আমি খুবই হ্যাপি, আমরা সবাই হ্যাপি, এবং বাংলাদেশে আরো ইনভেস্ট সবকিছু ভালো হবে ইনশাআল্লাহ। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Especially in Bangladesh, it's a fantastic experience. Bengal people are so welcoming, and we met very much. From the advisor himself to everybody. It was a fantastic time we had, and I'm looking forward to the future as well. Thank you. Beside all this, I'm excited that he took the charge of NRB Bank, because the thing what's happening in Bangladesh at the moment, a lot of reforms taking place, and you are in a place which you can contribute in the banking sector, in the reform process. So there are a lot of exciting data, and everyone says about what's happening with the visa, and this is a good thing. The conference I have been following on the media, reading news for the last 7-8 days, and the investment opportunities in Bangladesh and the program they have taken is great exciting, and if everything is fulfilled, then maybe another 10 years time Bangladesh should be, is one of those countries people will look forward to go to.
Iqbal Bhai, he was the founder of NRB Bank. Safeguard our British Bangladeshi investment in Bangladesh. I think those who invested in NRB Bank from UK, he was the key figure, and people will see he is the main man to found this bank. So that's why everybody was invested, and I believe he will safeguard the investment of all Bangladeshi, UK Bangladeshis in Bangladesh. And next time people will follow him and NRB Bank to reinvest in Bangladesh, everyone. Thank you very much, Iqbal Bhai.
The fact that the British Bangladesh Community is having this great contribution to British society, but the British Bangladesh media is the media which actually seeks out the talent and flags them up. Ladies and gentlemen, just before I invite our next speaker to say a few words, may I just remind you that we have a number of our directors here as well. Of course, you'll be hearing and have heard from some already.
Main theme holo, main objective holo, the investment between UK and Bangladesh and international. ওইটা আমি মনে করি we are successfully আমরা করেছি. We took a business delegation many times. এবং many of them আমরা বিডার সাথে ডাইরেক্ট কাজ করি. বিডা হলো বাংলাদেশ ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ডেভেলপমেন্ট অথরিটি, যাদের থ্রুতে সব রেজিস্ট্রেশন করতে হয়, ব্যবসা করতে হয়, পারমিশন নিতে হয়। এবং আমরা বিডার সাথে, বিডা আমাদের পার্টনার থাকে যখনই আমরা বাংলাদেশে যাই, এবং ওরা আমাদেরকে সেকেন্ড টাইম থার্ড টাইম পার্টনার হয়েছে। বাংলাদেশ হাই কমিশন আমাদের পার্টনার। ওই হিসাবে আপনারা জানেন যে আমাদের সাথে যদি তাদের কোনো লাভবান না হতো, বিডার এক অবজেক্টিভ হলো যে ইনভেস্টমেন্ট কীভাবে বাংলাদেশে আনা যায়। আর যেহেতু ওরা আমাদের সাথে কাজ করতেছে ফর লাস্ট 3 ইয়ার্স এজ এ পার্টনার, আমরা অনেককে তাদের সাথে কানেক্ট করে দিছি এবং তারা সাকসেসফুলি ইনভেস্টমেন্ট করেছে, মেনি অফ দেম। এই দিক দিয়ে আমরা মনে করি উই আর ভেরি সাকসেসফুল। যখনই আমাদের সাথে ইনকোয়ারি আসে, এখন আমাদের এক মেম্বার বললেন যে আমি একটা গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রির সাথে আমি কানেক্ট করতে চাই, আমার কিছু জিনিসের দরকার, আমি কিছু আবায়া বানাবো, আমি কিছু তুপ বানাবো। আমরা এখানে আরেকজন গার্মেন্টসের মালিককে দাওয়াত দিয়েছি, উনি আবার হাই প্রফেশন ব্যারিস্টার, সাথে সাথে কানেক্টেড হয়ে গেছে। তো আমাদের অবজেক্টিভ হইল মেইনলি কানেকশন।
আজকে আমরা একটু ঈদের সেলিব্রেশন করলাম, প্লাস নেটওয়ার্কিং, সবাই সাথে দেখা হইলো। আমরা বোর্ড অফ ডাইরেক্টর্স প্লাস কিছু মেম্বারগুলো ইনভিটেশন দেওয়া হয়েছে। So, and as usual, we're networking, we're chit-chatting with everyone, catching up with things. Amader to Joasil, Bangladeshi delegation, so we're getting feedback on this. Asha kori we will have lots of events this year as well.
ব্রিটিশ বাংলাদেশি ডায়াসপোরা যারা আছেন, আমাদের যে প্রমিনেন্ট সেক্টরগুলো আছে, এই সেক্টরগুলোতে কিন্তু ইনভেস্টমেন্ট করার কিন্তু দিস ইজ দ্য প্রাইম টাইম আমরা মনে করি। কারণ হচ্ছে যে অনেক রিফর্মেশন আসছে, রিফর্ম হচ্ছে, আপনারা জানেন। রেগুলেশনের যে লুফুলগুলো ছিল, শর্টকামিংসগুলো ছিল, সেগুলো নিয়ে কিন্তু বিরা কাজ করছে। বলতে পারেন যে একটা ডেডিকেটেড টিম কিন্তু বর্তমান ইন্টারিম গভর্নমেন্টের লিডারশিপে একটা ডেডিকেটেড টিম কিন্তু এই জিনিসগুলো নিয়ে কাজ করছে। আমরা অলসো আমাদের ব্রিটিশ বিজনেস পিপলদের কাছে ঋণী যে ওনারাও বেশ কিছু ইনপুট বিভিন্ন সময় দিয়েছে, হাই কমিশনকে দিয়েছে। লাস্ট বিডের চেয়ারম্যান স্যারের সাথে যখন মিটিং হয়েছে হাই কমিশনে, সেখানেও ওনারা দিয়েছেন। তো আমরা এর একটা রিফ্লেকশন কিন্তু দেখতে পাচ্ছি, এবং আমরা হোপফুল, অবশ্যই হোপফুল যে এটা ভালো একটা চেঞ্জ আসবে। এবং সো যারা ইনভেস্ট করতে চাচ্ছেন তাদের জন্য কিন্তু একটা সুবর্ণ সুযোগ বলে আমি মনে করি।